Alright, so I wanted to show off some old gregtech New Horizons worlds, partially because I wanted to show someone from a server I'm in, and then I decided screenshots aren't going to be good enough to show this off, so I'll just make a video, put it up on YouTube, because why the hell not, right? Um, so this was the first world that I ever played, and it didn't get very far. That is most of what I remember. Most of the memories that I actually have are from the main last world that we did. So I'm not entirely sure what is even in this world. So we are going to find out together, and the memories should come back to me. Kind of anime plot. Fucking Gravity Falls. But instead of a scrapbook, they show Grunkle Stan his old gregtech worlds to bring back his memory. That's so fucking stupid. Uh oh. Oh, forgive, my skin is a little bit busted at the moment because it's a slim arm skin, and this version of Minecraft doesn't support that. Why are both my arms out? That's what I want to know. What? I don't think they both need to be hanging out there. I didn't get very far. I was like on hard difficulty here, and I based inside a tundra village because it had walls, and I liked the safety. I never really even got to mine. Okay. I didn't know how Jesus Christ, holy mother of lag spike. I didn't know how the mining worked yet, so I kind of just dug down like you would in regular base vanilla Minecraft. Because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You know, I started hitting ores that I couldn't fucking mine, and so I was like, alright, let's turn. Cool. And I just had to start worming my way around the ores. Because again, I had no fucking clue what I was doing, and I find that really funny. Polysite. I never got far enough to ever have a use for this stuff, so I still don't know what the hell this is. Isn't polysite just, like, alternative iron? Hold on. But that's the wrong... I'm rusty, I'm sorry. What is polysite? See, what the hell? Oh, it's cesium. And I guess also aluminum, and also silicon, and also water, and also oxygen. Jesus Christ. So it's like all of the things. Got it. But yeah, I didn't get far enough for there to be anything interesting to look at in this world. So this is one that I played in with my sibling, actually. And we played over land, so the quest book was a little bit busted. We didn't get very far here either, spoiler alert. Sorry. We got a little... Oh, look, flint tools. I cannot believe it. Is that auto jump? No, I'm just actually insane. Okay. Don't mind the horrific stuttering, it's still loading. We had a little bit better stuff. We still hadn't figured out how to mine yet. Again, there's nothing much to look at, so I don't know what this one is either. It's just called Gra. So okay. Ugh. Okay. I still hadn't quite figured out how to mine for ores. I didn't know what an ore chunk was yet, but there's more stuff here. There's a slow... I don't remember why I gave up on this world either, but there's... Is there a weighted pressure plate here? What, is that a cave? I don't want to find out, if I'm being honest. Right, no coal, no charcoal. Didn't know how to play the game. Uh, oh, no, that's just hardcore darkness. Um, yeah, that's all. There might be something above this. What's the button to get out of fighting mode? Right. That's why my arms are out. I haven't played in a while, I'm sorry. What's the... G. I was so close. Okay. Oh, there's a hole in... I don't think it's supposed to be up there, but... Oh. Oh, God. Can I have that light back, please, actually? Changed my mind. I don't... I'm tempted to time set day. But I can't. I'm not... Am I? Yeah. Okay. Here's the strat. Oh, right. I think this one was with another friend. This is all we did, too. There's nothing interesting here. I might just cut this out of the footage entirely, because there's nothing good here. Okay. And then, these are backups of this world, just in case, I think. I don't really know. This is what I would classify as my gregtech New Horizons world. This is the one. Oh, dear lord, that's spoilers. Get them away from me. Those eating noises are really loud. As you might be able to see, okay, it's loading. I'm sorry about the lag. gregtech New Horizons is just like that, and my PC's really beefy, but there's nothing I can do about it. It'll get better once things finish loading in. Let's go back over to spawn. I had hives marked out on my map. Huh. Oh, whoops. That's one of my many mines. I figured out how to mine for ores. I finally learned what an ore chunk was. So that's nice. Okay, so you might notice a few things are a little bit off really quickly. Don't worry about it. Wait, let's okay. So I was playing on peaceful. Yeah. Also, I played on Quake Pro for some fucking reason. It's a little bit high. I had a little garden on the side of the river here. Cinema. So this was spawn, was right here, right next to, I kid you not, right next to this eerie biome that usually spawns a shit ton of mobs inside of it. So my first house was a hole in the ground, literally. Christ, that's a lot of coins. With just some stuff. I hadn't figured out how to mine yet. I figured out how to mine while playing in this world. That's also a fuck ton of cobblestone. Jesus Christ. And it's a lot of ore, too, that I never really had a use for. These ores come from something you're gonna see very soon. That's really funny. Yeah, my coke oven award. Making a coke oven. Yeah, I have piston boots and iron armor on. So you can tell I got a lot farther in this world. I played this world for a good while. Made it to, like, the end of LV. And unlocked the MV tab, which is nice. But never actually made a machine hull or anything for it. Because I got burnt out. Okay. So, I have some explaining to do. The pit... The trench, I don't know what compelled me to do this with nothing but a flint pickaxe, or maybe like an iron one. I think it was flint, because I didn't want to use the iron one for anything other than mining ores, because you have to use the iron one to mine ores to make ore pickaxes, or else you soft lock yourself. This was with a flint fucking pickaxe, or many flint fucking pickaxes. I could not explain to you, for the life of me, what possessed me to do it this way. Because it took me about until this height level to hit ores. I dug out stacks upon stacks upon stacks of cobblestone with like the worst pickaxe in the game for no reason other than it would be funny. Slash, I'm gonna get something eventually. And the ore that I got was completely and entirely useless to me. I've never had a use for soapstone or anything else in this vein ever. But especially at that tier where I was, completely useless. And I still mined like several more layers just because I don't know. I didn't know. I think pentlandite is some kind of, it's nickel, right? Which is a little bit useful, kind of, later on, but not yet. I don't know what was wrong with me. This is a tunnel to another ore chunk. Wait. I press, what was my journey map button again? Was it, what the fuck? I've never opened the screen in my life, sorry. I think it was asterisk? What the hell was my map button? I haven't played in so long. It's J. That makes sense. Where's the... Yeah. There's a few. How's salt's doing all the way over there? What? Is that the stronghold? The fuck is that? Anyway. There's a gold mine here, which is vaguely more useful. Especially because it has magnetite, too. I skipped out on the vanadium magnetite, because I... What was that noise? I couldn't process vanadium magnetite at that stage either, right? Because I was still in the Stone Age. God, this is so funny. There's so much stupid lore to this. But yeah, the pit. That's hilarious fucking pit. My starter base for, I guess, the Stone Age was this ruby red section. This... What the fuck? Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna put some mustard seeds in. God, I don't know. This is so stupid. Slice of life, everyone. But yeah, this is all for my miscellaneous, the storage hellscape over here. There's no real sorting system to be found. Things vaguely go with other things, because I found them close to each other. I guess this is kind of sorted out, and this is... Up here, I kind of started to be like, okay, I need some semblance of order in this hellhole, or otherwise I'm not going to make it out with my sanity. Like, this is kind of an ores and materials chests over here. This is crafting stuff and mainstream items. Here's my tools and other stuff I threw in here for no fucking reason. Other stuff, I don't know. My furnace array. Yeah, oh, would you look at that? More basalt. My creosote tank, my 2 coke ovens. I ran off of 2 coke ovens for the entirety of LV, and I don't know. Probably could have done with a few more. I'm gonna... Okay, the music is off. I'm just literally crazy. I had Cat on a music disc. I just think that's cool. Tinker's Contract stuff. A few more of my trophies. Wood. A lot of wood. We'll get to that soon. Here's my Steam Age area was over here. Right, I forgot. Tinker Smeltery, by the way, and my kitchen. For funsies. What's in the smeltery right now? Iron. Okay. 26 ingots of molten iron. Damn. Soapstone. Blood, of course, as any smeltery desperately needs. Molten obsidian and molten bronze. I was doing something, probably. I don't remember. I had a little bit more of a factory-like aesthetic. It's the same foundation. This one was basalt bricks and smooth red granite. This one was cobblestone bricks and smooth marble, which I think gives it more of a factory-like look, more of a clean room type deal. This one looks more homey. I don't know. I feel like I could have switched the oak out for something more interesting, but who cares? This is my steam area. Water tank. One water tank for getting air, which pumps into a few boilers. several fucking boilers. This one has like 5 boilers on it. I could not get enough boilers to power a few machines. These ones are just the ones that aren't in use right now. I kind of miscalculated the shape, so it's 3, 4, 3, which is a little bit annoying, but because everyone was one chunk, which is nice. I honestly think that was a good play. And oh yeah, concrete. Fucking pit, dude, I can't. It's right next to my base, too. There's just a wall, and then there's a drop-off down, like, 30 blocks. It's so funny. Yeah, steam machines, not much to see here. I was making bricks, apparently. And redstone, I guess. Oh, yeah, there's a... Jesus Christ! What was I doing with all of this salt, dude? Thank you. I was really, really craving some salt, apparently. Dehydration, here I come. LV was over here with my really frantically placed roofs. More water tanks, placed at slightly uneven intervals, which also pisses me off a little bit. I think this one just feeds into the mixer and nothing else. I had one turbine set up because you have to make a turbine to even enter LV, I think. That's a requirement. Which I wasn't super pleased with. I think, yeah, the turbine, it's not a hull, it's a turbine. So I had to do a setup, but for the rest I switched to, even back then apparently I knew the gospel of semi-fluid generators. These things are cracked, honestly. Because they run on nothing but creosote, and you know how much goddamn creosote I have my hands on. That's right, uncountable amounts. I could feed those 2 generators for days straight, probably, with just what's stored in here, without even generating more, which I can do easily, like... I don't know. Some machines. What was I doing with these machines? I had a lot of machines. Only smelter, basic electrolyzer, washer. I was making a lot of concrete. I remember this much. There's a lubricant in there, of course. I was making a lot of concrete for something you'll see soon. Glue. Yeah, making a lot of concrete. Forestry. I was trying to make the beealizer because I was getting into bees, and I didn't want to do it without the beealizer. And I found out that I think you need like red alloy fluid. No, what do you need for the beealizer? What an insightful crafting recipe. You need the display, and the display takes more polyethylene, and the computer monitor cover, which takes 4 more aluminum. So did I ever get the display? I don't think I did. Using diamond screws, I busted my ass off for these materials. I have the polyethylene somewhere. I have the polyethylene somewhere, I swear. Because I really wanted that beealizer, okay? I desperately wanted that beealizer. I can't find the polyethylene, but I did get polyethylene. I got 4 polyethylene pulp from a quest reward because I wanted this beealizer, and I found out I couldn't make the beealizer in the end because there was other stuff that was locked behind MV or something. I guess you can get it from MV's advanced loot bags, but whatever. I remember, I think it was the polyethylene? Or the aluminum plates, too. And... what dye? Sorry. I couldn't finish making it. It also takes molten redstone, which you have to have a squeezer for, which you have to have cupro nickel. I could make cooper nickel. I probably could have. I don't remember what happened, honestly, but I couldn't make the beealizer, and it crushed my dreams. Thamcraft, bottom text. That's all you really need to know. I I was lumber axing through this thing. I got, like, the... I'm Terraria brain rotted. I'm trying to double jump. Shit. I got, like, the special 7x7 saplings. I'm like, what would be a good place to put this? How about 5 blocks away from my base? Yes. Perfect. Sounds great. And so I did exactly that. And this is the result. And I've carved out, like, the bottom. I've dug out some of the root system, which it goes down, by the way. It digs down. But I still have a massive fucking tree right next to my base. Another landmark. There's the Nether and the Twilight Force portals. There's nothing much of interest. I haven't built anything over there. There's just mining, basically. That's all I've done over there. Let me go get... No, I think it's funnier if I don't, actually. Go get my hazmat suit. I think it's funnier if I just fucking kill myself, basically. This is my pollution area. I had to sequester it, because you know how gregtech is with pollution. It's not good. That's how gregtech is with pollution, if you don't know. Watch what happens... Oh, I can see it happening already. Watch what happens when I enter this chunk. Oh, it dissipated? You're shitting me. Okay. Well, that ruins the cinematic transition I had planned. But these are my brick blast furnaces making steel. I needed 4 of them well shared, and it still was not enough. Steel is so fucking slow in LV, it's not even funny. This is my beautiful electric bash. Psych. I forgot to cover the semi-fluid generators that are powering it, and then it rained, and I got a really ominous message saying, your machine blew up, and with an achievement too, just to fucking spite me. And I was over there, and I checked all of my LV machines, and I was like, none of them blew up. I don't know what it be. I was messaging the gtnh Discord for the only time I ever messaged the gtnh Discord in my entire life, basically. And I was going, none of my machines blew up. What does it mean? And then I kind of just, like, suddenly panned my camera over to look at this, and my heart sank. This is part of, I think, what made me burn out, was just, I spent genuine days getting this thing, only for it to blow up because I was stupid. I was really, really pissed. That's that. Let me... Oh yeah, you do still take fall damage. Weird. I feel like you shouldn't with these boots. I don't know. I feel like they should have hinges that allow... I never moved my bed over. That's right. I did straight up never move my bed over. Like, whenever I wanted to sleep, I would just trek over to my little hole and have a nice little snooze in my nice little hole, so I don't really... I think that's also pretty funny. I think a lot of things about this world are funny, honestly. I'm noticing this now. It is a pretty funny world. Dude, the fucking pit. Every time I walk past this, I'm gonna highlight it. The fucking pit. But that's gonna be the thumbnail for this video, I think. It's just gonna be a screenshot of the pit with impact font. The pit! 5 exclamation marks. Maybe with me soy checking. We'll see. We'll see how up to that I feel. Shout out if that's exactly what the thumbnail ended up being. But yeah. Now, for the finale, a build I never finished. We're gonna take a little trek. The last thing I have to show off for this world, and arguably the most impressive. I don't know. It has a very passionate and close rivalry with the pit. I'm going to draw Yaoi of the thing I'm about to show you and the pit. Definitely. It's out this way. I needed to choose the perfect location for it. Now you might start to see something on the horizon. On the what? Feast your eyes as it comes into view. Or don't, because my hang glider's in the way. I decided, you know what I need going into MV? I need to build a massive base. I will not need to build another base for like 5 tiers once I'm done this base. And I'm going to sort everything, and everything is going to be cleanly partitioned, and it's going to be beautiful. And it was going to be beautiful. You can see the plants. I concrete floor for speed. I was min-maxing it already. This is what the concrete was for, by the way. This is just an orgasmic level of concrete. This is hours of sitting in front of a mixer levels of concrete. My parkour of getting up, because I didn't have any other framework set up for getting around. I did do more decoration on this little penthouse, which I would have with a window overlooking everything. I think this looks pretty neat. They have a little support, which looks cool. This was going to be grass, maybe I was going to remove the lining, but the grass never got to spread. I was going to have a bunch of rooms and factories, and it's sprawling. This is a sprawling complex. I genuinely would not have needed to build a base for 100 hours more. I would not have needed a new base for so long if I actually completed this thing. Several floors, sprawling. I did get the roof in here, and it took me a while to find some of the right blocks for this. You would not believe me when I told you that this is dirt. It's dirt's imitating nether brick, which, again, I think looks really neat. This little slanted roof. I did forego using any of the custom-shaped blocks for this, because I did think at this scale, with the aesthetic I wanted, I did think that just straight up the vanilla Minecraft blocky aesthetic would have looked nicer. And honestly, I think I was right. I think it was big enough for me to do that slated roof pattern and have it look neat, and still have it be visible too. I think if those were slabs of dirt, it might be a little bit nicer. But hindsight is 2020. Then I had this nice curved roof. These blocks are questionable, but it was the only thing resembling green I had access to. So sorry if it looks like moldy copper. It was going to have like a chimney of some sorts here, a smokestack maybe. It was going to be like a few levels of... I don't remember what I was going to put there. Yeah, this is the mega base that I was starting at the end of LV. It's no wonder I got a little burnt out of it, because there was so much more to do. The walls, the interior, like I have a good chunk of the roofing and like the flooring, but there was so much left to do, and I couldn't wrap my head around it all, and I did kind of just slowly phase out playing in this world, which is sad. That's how it goes. I'm going to be starting a new world with my friends soon, if I can get that set up, which hopefully will be really fun, and we'll get to make some new horrific memories of... I'm not going to make another pit. I think it's the nature of gregtech that I will make another pit, but I'm going to do it when I'm equipped to make the pit, not with the starter pickaxe. I'm going to make the pit when I can make the pit without consecrating 10 hours into it. And I will make another mega base, but when I have the resources to do so. We're gonna scale it evenly with our supply, because the amount of hours I sat in front of a mixer just to not finish this is genuinely disparaging. It is kind of depressing. Should light this place up. But that's it. That is, to my remembrance, which is a bit faulty, so I might be wrong. That is the entirety of the interesting things to show in this world. I don't know why there's like little stretches of... What the fuck is that? I guess we'll never know? Seriously, what the fuck is that? What? I will... No, okay, fly with me. I need to find out what these are now. My food situation was really dire by the time I was on the tail end of this playthrough, too. it wasn't dire. Like, I had plenty of food, but I didn't have any good food because I couldn't be asked to... I was missing... I was missing animals. I had a giant garden, which you saw earlier, but I didn't have an animal pen because I never got around to it. And I was waiting on the golden lasso because I'm a perfectionist, I guess. I don't remember. But I was waiting on the golden lasso for convenience when I think it genuinely might have just been better to get it over with. Because sure, the golden lasso would have made it elegant and convenient. I could have just right-clicked an animal and said, "You're coming with me. You're going to be part of my new slaughterhouse. You should feel honored." Like, that would have been nice. But that required an ender pearl. And I was playing on peaceful. Now, if you don't know, that poses a bit of a problem. Where I think I was trying to get... I couldn't even get an enderman to spawn. I turned off peaceful mode specifically to get ender pearls. I never got there. I can't stand his stupid face. Why do they look like that? Ew. Yeah, I went and fought like 3 liches also. Liches, I don't care. For the chance of an ender pearl. And I didn't get one from that either. Couldn't get that. Oh. I don't remember if I got far enough to try that. I don't really know. This world is a train wreck in some ways. I need to pick up more food. I don't have any good food, is the thing. Like, I have food, but it's all half hunger bar stuff. It is really useless. Okay, we're making some good shit today. That's... Yeah, there we go. My inventory was bugging a little bit. Don't worry about it. All right. Neato. Okay. Sorry to drag you along with me because this is definitely off topic and bloating this video a little bit to the point where it is not necessary. Do I have any stories to tell? I have to think of a story to tell now while we journey over to find out what those weird fucking things on my map are. Because God knows I'm not editing this. It is 6 a.m. and I haven't slept because I'm being nocturnal because I'm a bat. I do not have it in me to open up DaVinci Resolve and start genuinely clipping this recording so that it is polished. This is a half-assed post. You know what would be really funny? Okay. Dude. Fuck off. Announcement, everyone. I'm editing a like an hour 40-minute Terraria video. Like, the footage is 7 hours. The finished result will be somewhere around an hour 40. And then I have day 2 with 15 hours of footage that I haven't started editing. Funny announcement, everyone. There's going to be 3 people watching this video, but I'm going to shill that. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to shill the video. It's going to be an hour 40 minutes long. It's essentially my first Terraria playthrough. I dabbled in it many years ago and never knew what the hell I was doing. So I didn't get past copper tools, I'm pretty sure. We just fucked around and built a few houses. And my friends finally got me to play Terraria, and I said, what the hell, let's record it. After it does start a few hours into the playthrough, where we went, okay, we are saying the most out-of-pocket, out-of-this-world things. We need to record this for posterity, if nothing else. And then after the recording started, it took approximately 5 minutes for my friends to be like, so then you can edit this and put it on YouTube. Smiley face, smiley face. So, yeah, I guess. Oh. Well, the map is loaded now, apparently. I don't know why it wasn't loaded before. But the map is loaded now. Where where the fuck are the thingies then? You don't understand. No. How could they do this to me? There's nothing much interesting down there. There's a volcano down there. There's a village here that I could show off. But other than that, there's pretty much nothing of interest. What the f- Ow? Alright, that's just red granite. See it in the distance. But yeah, you say a lot of really stupid things. And it's very funny. And the editing will also be amazing. I promise. That's why I'm taking so long on it, not because I'm lazy or anything. Believe me. Anyway. This is what I have to make up for, because the weird light bridges on my map mysteriously disappeared, and this is all I have left. I miss my light bridges tales. Right, you can't really get in. There's no door. So you just sort of... Oh, hey, little goblin. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Why is it called that? There's an entrance here, in the water. Architecture. 2 frames of it clipping out. Village. There's precisely nothing of interest here, I'm pretty sure. I stole their... No, I didn't steal their smeltery. I made their smeltery by hand, because I'm a fuck nut. Yeah, never mind. It's right here. Brother. Brother, I highly recommend you not be in there. Okay. I cannot stress this. I've been in here for half an hour. What the fuck? You're shitting me. Okay, maybe I will edit this a little bit. But yeah, on that note, that is precisely everything of value there is to see. Bye!